Paisley.
Kitchen Court Chats.
Where are you? God bless. I'm sorry, I don't have the gavel ready. It's one of those Mondays. There it is. Ah, yes. The gavel has been banged.
Back again.
Bald and Dangerous. Welcome. Your friend Griggsy will be here in a little bit. You guys look very alike.
Bald and Dangerous. The Big Head and Baldy Show.
Big Head and Baldy Show. Speaking of Griggsy, there he is. See, look at Bald and Not Dangerous and Bald and Dangerous.
Yeah.
It works.
Bald and Dangerous and bald and slightly not so dangerous.
So the weekend hangover, I don't have any drinks, but I still absolutely feel hungover because I don't ever sleep properly.
Well, everybody's suffering from that today, Creed, because it's back to the work week, the old 9 to 5, the old bump and grind. I think that's something different, but everybody's on it. But over the weekend, people get arrested, Creed, and get in trouble. And we're going to the great state of Georgia, where they do things a little differently. And I might say this, it is quite amusing, the cast of characters they have in this court, especially on the weekends.
Well, let's do this, as they say, I think.
Dun, 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 dun.
On probation for trespass. Also on probation for theft by taking and simple battery. What else we got? Last arrest was back in February for battery. 2022 FTA. 2019-2020 shoplifting conviction and a 2018 probation.
Yes, Sharon. In this case, law enforcement was dispatched to 2717 Sylvan Road, where they met with the victim, Mr. Demarcus Sims. It was reported to the officer that the defendant and the victim were in an argument or a disagreement over $10 that the defendant thought was owed to him. At that time, he became aggressive and struck the victim in the mouth with a wooden stick. The officer did observe visible swelling and bleeding from the victim's mouth.
Was it like a broomstick? By the way, I gotta say something. That wig,
beautiful hair.
Yeah, the wig's not. Erica, look, he didn't get a. He should be wearing a hat, kind of like iPhone down there. You know what I mean?
I love that dude's hair. Are you kidding me? Come on. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful head of hair. Luxurious.
Hair is it curly? It
is curly. It's curly and
color though is
silky,
grayish, maybe.
I think he's maybe blonde. Maybe he's got some blonde in there.
Does Holly not have the same exact wig, just more brown?
Well, Creed, allegedly, but he does got beautiful hair.
The state is
hit me in the mouth with a stick.
Surety bond. Stay away from that instant location. No contact with the victim, Mr. Demarcus Sims. Of course, no weapon, drugs, or alcohol. And I just want to be clear, we are asking for a surety bond due to the defendant's criminal history. And he also has an aggravated assault case that is open from 2022.
Good luck, Sally.
We would sound for the victim, Mr. Demarcus Sims.
Okay. Is Mr. Sims present and wishes to make a statement? Okay. I don't see anyone with that name. I've scrolled over. Miss Melnick, is this your case?
Sometimes they let the victims talk.
Oh, no, it's yours, Miss. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Go ahead. Please proceed.
Your Honor, our version of the facts would be radically different, and we respect the right of the state to give their version. He would like to ask the court to consider, he understands what his arrest record is. He would like the court to consider a signature bond or no more than a $1,000 surety bond. That would help him out compared to that recommendation. But he says he didn't start this. Thanks.
Didn't start what?
He didn't start the fire or the fight.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
This is Sparta!
We didn't start the fire.
No, the surety bond. He's to have no contact with Mr. Sims, stay away from that location on Sylvan Road, and have no alcohol, no drugs, and no weapons. And as a reminder, he will be reset to state of purpose on April the 4th.
Greg, you ever hit somebody and took a stick to the mouth or anything like that?
No, not that I remember. Not saying peace. I'm saying 2 beautiful months. No, but it reminds me there was an extra video that the Woo put up, and he's standing in front of his what he made very, very clear was an 85-inch TV that is in full 4K.
Nice.
Believe me, many people took that as a not so humble, asshole-ish brag, but he stood there with what appeared to be a broomstick and maybe some foam on the end of it so he could point out things on a movie of Back to the Future movie that he noticed. And it was 58 fucking minutes long.
Lots of information was given.
No, I watched for 5 minutes.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir. That concludes your case.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. Have a good day.
Oh,
Have a great weekend.
wow, he's excited to be in jail.
All right.
Yes.
Position number 4. David.
Okay. Position 4. All right.
Let's see.
All right. Are you Agatha Davis?
Yes.
All right. Your case is 24 CR 00
Holy shit.
166J. You're charged with theft by shoplifting, simple battery, and giving false information. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
10-4.
All right, Mr. Howard.
20 total. She was just released, I think, on Tuesday for other charges. What's today?
Already back.
Got an open case in Superior Court for possession of cocaine.
Ooh.
Open case in State Court for shoplifting, obstruction, trespass.
Oh, excuse me. My RC tour. Are we in a vape shop or
That's a nice place.
Cocaine.
no, I think
Out on Tuesday, back on Saturday.
iPhone driving a big rig, maybe? I don't know. I can't tell really.
A lot going on here.
There really is. Andre is an alien and is actually George Carlin's ghost.
Mm.
And another open possession of cocaine on probation in DeKalb County for a vice charge.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Tuesday arrest was what? What was Tuesday?
I think she was released on Tuesday, so she's back.
Oh, released on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was the charge, Mr. Howard?
I don't know. It's under a different name and booking number. I did see that. Hold on.
Hey.
But she does love cocaine. We know nothing better than that. Agatha.
I see had a different booking number.
birthday!
The hell is she? Tried to have a birthday party over here.
Don't show up to your own party. It's all right.
She's late to her own damn birthday party.
That happens to the best of us.
We're gonna let Mr. Walker.
She was
talk, please.
booked under the name of Alethea Foreman. Charged.
There she is. And Kitch was just she was booked under the name of Presley
Alethea Foreman.
Paisley. One of the names with a P.
by taking obstruction, shoplifting.
Okay.
Yeah, she got an SOB through the jail.
SOB like son of a bitch, you mean?
That was okay. I got it. All right, Mr. Walker, please go ahead.
In this case, law enforcement was dispatched to 142 Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard. I believe that's a convenience store. I do believe that the owner is on. I would hate to butcher his
The
name.
owner's the victim.
So
Oh.
CHOWD.
It's a convenience store that has chore
From my
boy.
understanding, the defendant stole
For
about
sale.
$45 worth of beverages from that convenience store and then struck the owner in the face with a white object. And then she gave the name to law enforcement officers Alethea Foreman, which obviously is her alias. She was just released from Fulton County
Melanie.
Jail under that name.
Melanie, I mean, an alias.
Believe I
Hector.
see the victim. It says MARCTARUN.
Girl dad.
Yes.
At least I believe that's the victim, but I'll look
Mm.
for it.
Deliciousness. I need some of that.
Okay. Did you want to give me a bond recommendation though?
Yes, I would. The state is asking for
Good luck, term.
$500 bond surety on the shoplifting,
Joy.
$1,000 on the simple battery, $500 on the false name, a total of a $2,000 surety bond. No contact with the victim. I stay away from the incident location. No weapons, drugs, or alcohol as well.
Okay.
Almost forgot. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's okay. It's Saturday. Sir,
running
if you'd
wild.
like to make a statement, please turn on your camera, raise your right hand so I can put you under oath.
Oh, there he is, Creed.
But you are not required to make a statement. You do not have to if you don't wish.
Oh, please let him make a
All right,
statement.
please raise your right hand and unmute.
I think I have some Ian's hair.
Unmute
here.
your screen. You're still muted.
Okay.
All right. Do you swear and affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge and under the penalty of perjury?
I do.
All right. What would you like to make me aware of today?
So the person in front of you, Your Honor, she has been coming to my store. This is my store, actually, okay? It's at 142 Joseph P. Lowry Boulevard.
Shout out to the store.
Chowdhury, CHOWDHOUR.
I mean, that's smart. There's 160 people here. I mean, it just got a free advertising.
Yeah.
See, I think this is pretty close, actually.
It kind of looks like the wig the old guy Uncle Lewis wears on Christmas Vacation. The blessing.
The blessing. This actually came with other things too. Which is
why? And it's been 2 months. She has been terrorizing my this particular store. She walk in the front door. She have a large bag or a cart. She will take all the expensive Starbucks products and other beverages. And I just fixed my door also. It cost me over $2,000 or $3,000. She broke that and she struck me on here. And that's not the first time she did. This is the second time, and it's on video. She hit my employee more than 5-6 times, this employee right here. And she's constantly doing it. And one day she came in 7 times within the 24 hours.
She came 7 times? Is that what he just said?
Yeah. And
Did I
she stole
hear
a bunch
that?
of shit too.
Came in 7 times. Did you think she was taking alcohol though? Because that's what I thought.
I thought so too, but she's still in Starbucks, and I'm guessing she's probably stealing stuff she can turn around and sell. Maybe.
I don't know.
Or like,
Starbucks, thank you, but I've actually got more than just that. Look, this thing came with it's got I don't
it's
know,
got some
gold
bling.
chain, a wig cap, and a pearl necklace.
I don't know if you can pull those off.
No,
Maybe.
All right.
Allegedly. Do you think she's getting orders from people like they said, "Hey, go steal me this, and I'll give you X."
Possible. Like that damn thing's been chirping for like 3 weeks. Can you go get me a
delicious beverage
or
a C battery in a Starbucks?
911, and Officer
about the
Kamara and other officers, they came in and they arrested her. I have the video, like every time she comes in, I have a very good surveillance system, and we have all the evidence. If needed, we can provide.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you coming to the store, coming to court, Mr. Chowdhury. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Melnick, please proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. My client is from the Atlanta area. If she were to be released, she would be living with her mother, Elizabeth Davis, at 4370 Newcastle
little
Circle
old to be
in
living with your
Lithuania,
mother, no?
Georgia.
Yeah.
She is not employed, so in essence,
Church
any
lady.
bond, except for signature bond, would be essential to equivalent to a no bond situation. So we are asking for a signature bond on her cases.
I just let her out again. Why not?
All right. Defendant is going to receive. Do my math.
Well, did I pull it? I mean,
She's
the
got
pearl
3
necklace.
charges, correct? All right.
I think it looks
Defendant is
great.
going to receive $1,000 surety bond. It's going to be $500 on the simple battery, $250 on the false name, and $250 on the
false name.
What was it? The theft by taking. She is to absolutely stay away from that location. She is not to return to that convenience store under any circumstances, and she's further to have absolutely no contact with the alleged victim in this case. Additionally, she's to have no drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons as a condition. She'll be reset to state all purpose on the 4th of April, whereby we can revisit this case.
Is that a Medea joke?
All right. Best of luck to you. That concludes your case.
Position number 5.
All right. Are you Sharon Dowell?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You are charged in case 24 CR 001367F with terroristic threats. You understand your rights today? All right.
6 total. 6 total. Last was 06 false statements. Jail's a recommendation.
Okay. Mr. Walker?
Yes, Your Honor. In this case, law enforcement was dispatched at 8 Dynasty Drive, where they spoke to the victim, Ms. Sheila Ward. She advised that she was having a fence installed into her property. The defendant was harassing the landscapers or the workers that were installing the fence.
The
A dispute
landscapers.
occurred, and the defendant told the victim, "I'm going to put a bullet in your ass."
How about put a bullet in your ass? You damn landscaper.
What y'all doing over here? Leave that bush alone. That bush ain't done nothing to you. You're messing up everything. If I come back over here, I'm gonna put a bullet in your ass.
Always fights about a damn fence, too.
Your ass.
About what, Pass? About me liking my pearl necklace I'm wearing?
That's for later.
Asking for a $2,000 surety bond. I'm not going to ask for a stay away because I believe they are neighbors, but I will ask for a no contact with Miss Sheila Ward. No weapons, drugs, or alcohol while out on bond. And of course, we would sound for the victim, Miss Ward.
All right, Ms. Ward, if you are present and wish to make a statement, please turn on your camera and raise your right hand.
Pearl necklace is small. I have a big
And I don't see anyone
neck.
sounding one last time.
Call out, go out in the hallway and call her name.
4 times.
Mr. McLean, in light of the information before me, I'm inclined to grant your client a signature bond through the jail with the requirement that she have no contact with the alleged victim, Ms. Ward, in this case. Do you have any objection or anything additional you would like to add to the record?
I believe
No,
that's
Your Honor.
Ms. Miller.
No, Your Honor.
Oh, it's yours, Ms. Melnick?
Yes.
Okay.
I know it's
All right.
confusing when we're in 2 different locations. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it looked like Mr. McLean was leaning in to tell me something.
Same thing that's on my head.
Going to
Miss
receive a $5,000 signature bond through the jail. She is to have absolutely no contact with Ms. Ward. Ma'am, if you see Ms. Ward, just go back in your house, go in the other direction. Do not have any discussions with her as conditions of this. I'm not ordering you to stay away from your home. Additionally, she's to have no drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons as a condition of that signature bond through the jail. She'll be reset for the notice.
Can I make a correction, Your Honor?
No, you cannot. Please do not. I know that sounds hard, but if there's a problem, please tell Mr. McLean or Ms. Melnick so that Ms. McLean, will you ask her if there's a substantive issue before we move on? I know that.
There is not, Your Honor. I'm going to ask
Okay.
my client to remain silent.
Please.
Out on a signature bond. We discussed that earlier.
I know it sounds unfair, but sometimes people will say things to me that they think are critically important and they end up with additional charges and time. And that is what we wish to avoid. So best of luck to you. Your case is concluded. You're out on a signature bond. All right.
Get a haircut.
All right.
Number 11, Perkins.
Okay. All right, Ms. Perkins, your case is 24 CR 001374F. In this case, you are charged with battery, family violence. You understand your rights today?
No.
All right, you have a right to remain silent and you have a right to an attorney, and I'm conducting this hearing by internet. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Howard.
What? She said she didn't understand her rights.
Yeah, she explained it to her.
I broke it down. She didn't know that she had the right to remain silent. We're all on the same page now, Mr. Walker.
I just want to. Okay.
She's got it now. She's got it.
All
right.
2019 shoplifting conviction out of Riverdale. 2019 simple battery DV conviction.
Ian's laughing at me.
2013 FTA and the 06 ag assault conviction. This was level 3. That's all.
I'm sorry, you said
put
triple
hands on
battery was 2019 or 2020? The conviction.
19.
19.
Just ain't saying about 2020.
I was making sure I had them here.
What you talking about?
In this case, law
damn
enforcement was dispatched in
Bring it
1988
up.
North Place, Northwest, where they spoke to the victim, Ms. Patricia the Lizard. They arrived at the location. The victim advised to the law enforcement officer that her and the defendant lived together. They were having a verbal disagreement. From my understanding, based on the warrant, the victim sustained scratches for her right cheekbone and eyebrow and a bloody eye from the incident when the defendant struck her in her face repeatedly. We are asking for a $2,500 surety bond, no contact with the victim, Ms. Blizzard, a stay away from the incident location, and of course, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol while on bond. The state is concerned for the victim's safety, as she just had. a 2019 simple battery family violence.
Come over here and give mama some sugar.
It wasn't the same victim, was it? Okay. Ms. Blizzard, are you present on the Zoom conference and wish to make a statement?
Don't you be stealing all my candy.
Sounding one last time for Miss Blizzard.
Blizzard. Calling Blizzard.
I thought it said
Hearing,
lizard.
Seeing none, Mr. McClain, please proceed.
Your Honor, this is a home which has
Sugar.
central space for people, but they're not in a program per se. They're simply living there. This is a person, Miss Perkins. I've spoken to the lessor, Miss Lee, and we tried to get hold of Miss Perkins' dad, Samuel Perkins, but we couldn't reach him. We left a message. So my understanding from talking to people that know her, if she'll just stay on her meds, I'm going to refer this to MMHC. She'll just stay on her meds. She should be successful at making court and not skipping court, not missing court. So we'd ask the court to consider a signature bond. She will have to live somewhere else. We've discussed with her getting a social worker to be in a shelter until she finds another place to live. But she's very, very clear that she will not be at Lois Place. So there will be no problem for Miss Blizzard.
Okay, you said you are going to put in the MMHC referral, Mr. McClain?
We are, Your Honor, yes.
I'm pretty sure that Andre
All right, I
has
am
breasts,
going
by the way.
to Give,
Yeah, that's a woman.
Yeah.
All right. Defendant is going to receive a $4,000 signature bond at level 3 through pretrial services. She's going to take the 1-day anger awareness course. Have no contact whatsoever with Miss Blizzard. Stay away from that incident location and have no alcohol, no
I'm trying to
drugs.
figure out where the other arm is.
Condition.
What was that amount again?
4,000.
How much?
All right. That's the buck to you
4K,
now.
I believe.
Thank you, Your
That's a
Honor.
big one.
All right. Who do we have next?
Can you keep it? So I can make sure.
Was it
Thank
number
you.
15? This weather.
Hi, Sarah with no H.
All
Sarah.
right. In this case,
Nice bush.
24 CR 001370F. You're charged with theft by shoplifting. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Howard.
15 total.
Mm.
Wanted out of the cab, Henry and Cherokee.
15.
On probation in Cherokee for ID theft fraud.
Hero works for
Last arrest
Federal
was 2022,
Express.
Got a card on a probation. Couple of FTAs from 2018, probation 2018, FTA 2017, 2017 shoplifting trespass conviction, 2016 shoplifting first offender, and 2015 forgery conviction.
Okay.
I see a
So when
trend.
you say wanted, those are holds.
At least she's
right?
mixing it up a little, though.
Correct.
Okay. Understood, Mr. Walker.
In this case, law enforcement was dispatched to the Macy's at Lenox Mall, located
Macy's.
at 3393 Peachtree Road.
Ooh.
The defendant stole Nike socks and polo t-shirts from that location. It was found on her person. She had passed all points of sale. The state is asking for $1,000 surety bond, a stay away from Lenox Mall, 3393
Some
Peachtree
Nike
Road,
socks.
and with regards to alcohol bond.
What was the approximate amount of the value of those Nike socks?
I don't have the approximate amount, but it was
She just
Nike
said
socks and polo shirts. So I'm
socks?
sure it was over
Polo,
$100.
yeah, Nike socks and polo shirts.
Nike socks and polo shirts, something that Griggsy knows all about. Griggsy, I ain't gonna tell you. And guess what? We're gonna just delete this afterwards, so you'll never know.
All right, so here's the thing. This is a monumental day. This is the first time Griggsy has ever been the first person on the monetary monorail.
Oh,
I keep immaculate records.
that's a good point. Mark that down in Credence and Mikey YouTube history. And I'll give you an extra hallelujah because of that. Congratulations, Griggsy. You did it. You done well.
Mr. McClain?
Your Honor, we would ask the court, of course, to consider a signature bond or a $500 bond or something in that area. But we do realize she does have the 3 holds, and she will be going to
Whoa.
3 different places.
Oh, he said
I've spoken
holds.
with her mother.
I thought he was talking. My mind with this wig and these glasses and this pearl necklace in a whole different atmosphere. I thought he said holes. Okay. Holds. Got it. Marky, I don't know if we broke any records today, but the fact that you're next to Griggsy, who's first on there, and you're second, I think is also a monumental day with Kiernoff right behind you. With I just dropped my pearl necklace again.
On the phone today. I think her mother might be on Zoom.
Oh, please be on Zoom.
Aisha with her. Is she on?
There she is.
She is.
Okay. I don't know if she'll have any comment to make before, but we're simply asking to consider a signature bond because she does have the family support. And that means that she'll have a reminder to always show up for court. We realize that she's got other places to visit and that this will not be something to be taken lightly.
All
The
right.
state will consist to a $500 surety bond. I believe the defense suggested
I
that, so
hope.
we'll consent to that. I mean, she is wanted from 3 different jurisdictions.
Right.
She's wanted 3 different
So
jurisdictions.
there is a sign for likelihood of return.
That's an
I'm
area
thinking-
Vote for
we often
Creed.
avoid- That's an area we often avoid, but there's a reason for doing it this time. Thank you.
There's a reason for doing
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Mr. Walker's suggestion
BYOB.
and Mr. McLean's consent. I'm going to give defendant a $7,500 signature bond through the jail. She is to absolutely stay away from Lenox Mall in its entirety and have no alcohol, no drugs, and no weapon. All right. Best of luck to you, ma'am. Who do we have next?
I don't know if you guys are messing with me or not, but I seriously heard that. I'm not even kidding. It sounded more like holes.
3-hole standard. I mean,
I'm serious. I'm just not looking great.
Position 3, close.
All right. Let me pull that up on my phone.
stays busy in this place. I'm telling you.
All right.
And they
Mr.
and they
is it
move quickly.
Don-
I
Are you
like that.
Donovan Cross?
Yes. ma'am.
Donovan.
Case
If you're named
24
Donovan, you
CR
can't get in trouble.
1365E. You're charged with trespass and obstruction. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is his first arrest, so we will go straight to you, Mr. Walker.
Law enforcement was dispatched to the West End MARTA station at 2020 Lee Street. Essentially, he did not pay for his fare and he resisted arrest. The state is asking for an SOB jail. No weapon, drugs, or alcohol while on bond. And if he is to return to MARTA, then he pays for his fare.
Yeah, I would hope he would do that. I think he's learned that, I hope. All right, Mr. Cross, before I announce this, Ms. Melnick.
I know I would go to jail for not
To the jail.
paying for a ride.
All right, defendant's gonna receive a $2,000 signature bond to the jail, $1,000 on each count. He is to stay, and we're not gonna require that he stay away from MARTA. However, he is to pay all required fares should he return, and he's to have no alcohol, no drugs, and no weapons. That's a condition of that signature bond.
We might need to put remain compliant. I'm not sure if MARTA suspended him, but
Oh, if there is a MARTA.
Isn't
suspension,
MARTA
then
just
we'll
like
put
public
that.
transportation?
You're yes. He,
Yeah, it is.
he
Did MARTA
Yeah.
send him Ms.
Hardly
Melnick?
anything.
Yeah, it's super cheap, isn't it?
Okay.
I just want
Yeah.
to.
Look, it won't hurt to add that if there is any MARTA issue, he must comply with what MARTA has ordered. All right, best of luck to you, sir. That concludes your case.
Hey, excuse me, there was 2 criminal trespass on bookings, so is one of them NOV?
yes.
All right, thank you. Good, sir.
Didn't pay for a bus ride, y'all.
Position
That's
number
bad.
12.
Was he
All right.
dissatisfied with the ride? I mean, what?
Are you Gregory Sweeten?
Speaking of sweets,
Coming up to the chair.
I would imagine
You're taking 24
that cookie
CR
lady looks a lot like this.
0013758.
Hmm.
You are charged with
Like a
battery,
fiver
fail,
short.
and malice. You understand your rights? Is that a yes?
No.
All right, thank you.
Speak up,
Mr. Howard?
Sweetums.
10th arrest.
10th.
What we got 2022 discharging a firearm under the influence. That's a conviction. On probation and Cobb DUI. This was level 1.
Okay.
In
Mr.
this case,
Walker?
enforcement was dispatched to 713 Bonnie Bray Avenue, where they spoke to the victim, Ms. Rachel Rosillo. She advised that her and the defendant have been living together for about a year and a half. I believe that they are in a relationship. They were having a verbal disagreement. He grabbed her by the hair, then grabbed her by her wrist, and then slapped her in her face while holding her down. And from my understanding, she was holding her 2-month-old baby in her hands. She also sustained bruising to her left cheek, wrist. The state is asking for a $3,000 surety bond. No contact with the victim, Ms. Priscilla. Stay away from the incident location. No weapon, drugs, or alcohol while out on bond. And of course, we would sound for the victim, Ms. Rachel Rosillo.
Gecko Chaser, I'm so glad you said that, because when I found this in the bins, by the way, for 50 cents at the Amazon bin store the other day, I told Mikey, I said, I swear to God, it looks like Kit Bogus. It's funny you said that.
That's exactly what he said.
If you'd like to make a statement, please raise your right hand and unmute your screen.
Hey, Lynn.
You're not required to make a statement, but if you would like to, this is your opportunity, Ms. Priscilla. Okay. I don't. You're muted. If you're saying something to me, you're not required. Do you want to make a statement?
Yes or no?
Yes, if you would like to make a statement.
Nope, I guess not.
Okay. That it does. All right. Not required. Mr. McClain, please.
Nope, she's back. Never mind.
I'm muted.
Do you want to make a statement? Please answer quickly.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the terms. I couldn't hear.
Do you want to make a statement today?
I'm saying I couldn't understand
the charges,
the terms of what, like the punishment or what.
That's not for you. You don't need to know any of that.
We're not sure
do
yet.
you want to tell me anything about
girls?
Why you're here today? Is there anything you would like to say?
Yes. I
Wait,
believe
before you, if you do, I have to put you under oath. Please raise your right hand. Do you
She's
swear
so
the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge and under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down. What would you like to tell me?
I would just like to say I have removed myself from the situation for the time being.
Loud.
To maintain peace.
And that yesterday.
I'm hoping, however, that he can get back to work on Monday morning so that he can continue to provide for his family.
We got bills to pay, Judge. You got to let him out.
Contact with the defendant, and do you have concerns for your safety?
I would just like no violent contact.
Well, I mean, who among us doesn't?
No contact, but no violence or verbal abuse.
All right.
We could sit, Your Honor. So
Is that supposed to be me?
Stay away.
I don't understand.
We could sit to no violent contact.
Yes, that is what I had initiated before.
We'll see. I'm going to think about that. All right, Mr. McClain, please proceed.
Your Honor, I'll simply point out that the thing that will most easily facilitate what she just mentioned was getting back to providing for the family financially. That would be a signature bond, and so we would like to have that.
If I required a stay away, would he have somewhere else to stay, Mr. McClain?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, he certainly would.
Oh, yes.
I've actually. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, Miss Priscilla, no. Thank
Hi,
you.
Mary.
Go ahead. Sorry, Mr. McClain. Say that again, Mr. McClain.
I was just telling, he was saying, well, he's thinking out loud about what friend to stay with, and I was just telling him to get a signature bond and be worth it. You stay in his shelter. Signature bonds are golden. It'd be a good thing.
I don't know if I quite agree with you there, Mr. McClain, but
Okay.
that's a
Shelter.
good point. All right. In line of the information before me, defendant is going to receive a signature bond, $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services.
Be honest with you, I didn't know you were
He's
here
gonna take
either.
the Wednesday anchor
hi.
awareness course, and he's to have no further violent contact with the alleged victim. Additionally, he's to have no drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
Pretty sure he slept in the bed with
All
Rachel
right.
last night.
Is there anything additional?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir. That concludes your case.
Position number 7 and intake.
On to take this course.
That's position number 7, Mr. Green.
All right, very good.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Green. Your case is 24CR001369E. I do want to confirm these charges, Mr. Walker. He's charged with fleeing, driving while license suspended, or oh shoot, and it would go away right then. Hold on. Everyone, please hold 1 second.
By the way, I think Andre and the other person are a couple, by the way.
I was in the middle of asking.
I think
Okay,
that Andre
now
has a
I'm
little
back
bit of a
in-
beard
back in
also along with
business.
those breasts.
Okay,
if
the
I'm not
charges that
mistaken.
I have listed
No, I
are
guess not.
fleeing, driving while license suspended, reckless driving, and failure to obey. Are those the charges that remain, Mr. Walker?
That's right. It's only 4 charges, Your Honor. The other 4
Oh.
charges are NOD.
Well, Gary,
All right,
that's
wonderful. And it was
that's where
not a
this all
waiver,
came
so
about.
we're glad that he is here. Can I have the history, Mr. Howard? And Mr. Green, if
Dear
you'll be so
Amanda.
kind, please put your mask all the way up for me.
Nuts.
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Relax, enjoy.
11 total. You got current. Well, you got current felony charges. I was trying to see what the bond was. They didn't put it in yet. 2018
I was
sale of
wrong.
marijuana, possession of drug-related objects, FTA, and a 2015 FTA. That's it.
Okay, no driving stuff. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Walker.
No, was there any driving stuff, Mr. Howard?
I don't know.
Nah, don't bother me. I ain't got time for this. I'm watching television.
I can look real quick.
This dude's great.
Go ahead and take a peek. In this case, law enforcement observed the defendant driving eastbound on Campbellton Road. They ran the defendant's tags and came back and suspended tags. They initiated stop. The defendant did pull over initially as the officer was approaching.
Alan, I apologize, but part of the way that we get paid is through ads on YouTube. And now that you put them in all willy-nilly and for live, so trust me. By the way, they have the thing called YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's worth every freaking
Oh,
penny.
yes, it is. Because I went to someone's house the other day that didn't have YouTube Premium, and I had forgot about how bad the ads are.
Yeah. Also, how bad it's gotten with the unskippable 30 seconds worth of ads here and there. And by the way, that's YouTube. Don't yell at us.
Yeah. Don't give us. Don't come here with that shit.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Don't be stealing.
His vehicle. The defendant yelled out the window, "Why are you pulling me over?" He then shortly thereafter pulled off at a high rate of speed, running through a red light.
Not the red light.
And essentially, he fled from the scene and lost the officer. The officer was able to run the tags. He was able to find the phone number associated with those tags, and he pulled up the picture. It was the defendant that was driving the vehicle. The state is asking for a $750 surety bond on each count. And
Don't worry
total,
about
I
it. It's
believe,
cheaper
if my
than
math
that, a
is
surety
correct,
bond.
That's a $3,000 total surety bond. No driving.
A lot of you on our YouTube Premiere. I like that, or on Premium, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
That's great. We still get a little cut of that, by the way.
Yeah, a little tiny bit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, once you it's like, couldn't imagine. It'd be like if anybody's ever been on Hulu, where it was, no ads for so long, and then all of a sudden you're cheap and you go back down with the holy shit. And it's the same ad over and over and over.
Ad nauseum.
Over and over.
Does not have a valid license. No weapon, drugs, alcohol while out on bond.
Okay.
2015 driving without a valid license, theft by receiving, criminal use of an article with alter ID mark other than motor vehicle.
Okay. All right, Ms. Nolan.
Yes, Your Honor, by my math, it looks like he has not had any driving offenses in over 10 years. I must need a calculator for that. But
9 years.
9 years. Okay. So I needed a calculator. Anyway,
it was close. It was close.
Thank you.
Oh, speaking of which, isn't there a pro tip where you turn on a not that I would ever, it's something that I heard. If you're like on a VPN in another country, it's a lot cheaper when you initially purchase it. Just look into that. Don't tell them I said anything about that. Just FYI. Don't say anything. Pro tip from Granny.
Anyway, he his license was suspended because of child support issues.
Oh, jeez.
And so once he was pulled over, it was just basically because of that. He has no prior driving, like I said, for 9 years. He works part-time at an auto shop. He's completed 11th grade and is currently studying for his GED. And he lives with his girlfriend at 1152 Oakland Lane, Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
We were asking for a signature bond on these counts so that he can handle his felonies.
All right.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but we started the show, of course, talking about that thing about Griggsy, and then he came in perfect timing. I've been wanting to ask quite a while about how big his how can I Griggsy, I'm just gonna come out and ask it. How big are you? Down there.
Very tiny. Well, hey, I
Thanks.
commend your honesty.
Really, seriously, it's not a very easy question to answer. So.
Yeah, you'll never hear me bragging about that.
It's all right, Griggsy. You're still the same to us, buddy.
We still love you.
You're gonna get an $8,000 signature bond through the jail, $2,000 on each count. He's not to drive because he does not have a valid license. Additionally, he's to have no drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons as a condition.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything additional?
No.
All right. Best of luck to you, Mr. Green. That concludes your case. All right, who do we have next?
The next person is position number 14.
Is Deborah trying to smile at me, or?
All right.
Did you see that?
Good afternoon. Sir, your case is 24 CR 001377Y. In this case, you are charged with simple battery. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Howard.
17 total. Last arrest was 2022 out of Fayette County probation. On probation out of Clayton. Unlawful to remove baggage cargo from bus rail aircraft terminal.
What?
That's 3 counts and 3 counts of theft by taking as well.
Stealing from the airport.
Violations from 2020.
Kirnoff actually got a one for the jackpot channel. Stealing from the airport. That's.
It's not good.
Things are expensive there, so I kind of get it.
2022 theft by receiving, 2020 theft by receiving, 2020 FTA, 2018 hindering 911 call conviction, probation, and a 2015 giving false name obstruction conviction.
Oh shit! No shit, Richard. We should go back and watch. I
Thank
see
you,
if
Mr. Walker.
Really?
Your Honor, that
I didn't even know.
You shitting me?
in that 2018.
Thank you, by the way, Rich, for joining us and over 1,000 people for a live chase out of Florida this morning with a ATV. We were there, Rich. Where were you?
You missed it. You must have been hanging out with Rich.
Yeah, Rich, tell me that you weren't watching the channel without telling me you weren't watching the channel. Just give me a shit, Rich.
Henry 911 call. I'm showing also that was a battery conviction as well. In this case, law enforcement was dispatched to 4920 Roswell Road. They spoke to the victim, Ms. Kyra Peters. She advised that her and the defendant were in a disagreement where he wrapped his hands around her neck and pushed her, I believe. The state is asking for a $1,500 surety bond, no contact with Ms. Peters, to stay away from 4920 Roswell Road.
Me and Ms. Peters, we hang together.
Bond enforcement was sound for the victim, Ms. Kyra Peters.
I saw
Is that her right there? That's Kyra, right?
Please,
oh yeah, it is.
Screen and raise your right hand.
Kira.
I'm unmuted.
Shut Kira.
You swear
Kira.
from testimony give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge.
Girl's right here.
She's not bad looking at all.
All right.
Not at
You can
all
put your
for a
hand down.
Federal
What would you like to tell
Express
me?
employee.
So I don't want to press charges. He is the father of my kids, and we are still together. The disagreement that we had that day at the Kroger, because it was a Kroger gas station that we had the argument and stuff at. We have just been under a lot of stress and pressure, and it caused us to have a physical disagreement. I don't feel like I'm not scared of him or anything. Like, it's nothing
I ain't scared of you,
really
bitch.
serious with us.
I beat your ass whether we're at a Murphy gas station or a Kroger gas station. I'll take you out. I'll beat you ass.
Yeah, physical.
Beat your ass. What I've learned from this so far is if I'm ever in a bad mood and have a lot of stress, don't go to a gas station. I might get in a fight.
Don't fight a lot at all. And again, so I do want him to have contact with his
Look at Ian's face. She just said we don't fight a lot.
Yeah, I like that.
Mr. McLean?
I was listening in particular. I understand that the bystanders called the police. Is that correct?
So is bicycle.
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
never called. And when
Best Queen song ever, Dragon Attack. Fight Me. Dragon Attack. My favorite. Hands down.
and I actually, when the police had called my phone for me to come meet up with them, I told them right then and there, like, I didn't want to press charges on them. And they still proceeded to charge him. We thought it was supposed to be a family violence charge. We didn't know it was a simple battery charge.
Okay. We're getting a little off topic, but thank you. All right. All right, go ahead. Huh?
I want to get that one. I just want to get that one point in there.
Okay, we can take care of that another time. Go ahead, Mr. McClain.
Your Honor, we would like to ask the court to consider a signature bond.
Only at a gas station.
Due to the overall circumstances of the state, and oftentimes for a simple battery level of family violence charge, that would be the most appropriate at this point.
All right.
I just have a brief question, if I could, Ms. Peters. Where was
very briefly.
Where was your child?
My kids were at school.
Okay.
They were nowhere around us when the incident happened. They were at school, and we have laws that will.
Ms. Peters, don't say anything else. I don't think Mr. Walker's trying to help you here. I think we should.
Well, I actually am, Your Honor, but we don't fight that often. But
it's real risky with these statements. People.
Okay, that's an interesting little swing there, and I think that he's a little bit embarrassed because she just called him out a bit. I mean,
well, and the face he made when she said, along the lines that they don't fight a lot.
Yeah, and he just mentioned that too, is where that came from. So that's okay. That's interesting.
I'm gonna start saying things that are not helpful to anyone. Okay, and I try very hard to keep us all from hurting ourselves. All right, in light of the information,
she just kick him, or did he just go ahead and let himself out?
He goes back and forth,
For me, defendant's gonna receive $1,000 surety bond. He is to have no further violent contact with the alleged victim in this case. He's also to have no alcohol, no drugs, and no weapons as a condition.
Oh, Fiend.
Funny, Creed.
Get my teeth in them.
Oh, wait, why's Granny gonna be a method?
Well, she didn't take care of her teeth that well.
Oh, okay. She just didn't. Okay. Poor oral hygiene.
Yeah. Anyway.
Speaking of poor oral hygiene, don't forget at 3 p.m. Eastern today, over on Credence and Mikey, you'll be able to enjoy a brand new episode of Uploads from the Legend. That's right. This court case will be actually 2 court cases from Judge DeSanto. So you do not want to miss it, Creed, because these excuses don't get any better than I tested positive for alcohol because I got a haircut.
I will not miss it, but I will be watching it after. You know why, Mikey?
I heard something else is coming up next.
Yeah, I actually got it. We got to do a gambling stream in the middle of the afternoon on Monday. I'm sorry. I was trying to get everything around for. I was planning on a Sunday evening. Oh, there goes. I was planning on doing it last night, but it got late. You
don't want to. You do.
Who just said? Oh well. I mean, I do have some nice oranges, but listen, can I give you maybe a banana or another banana?
Or maybe you're living overseas. You'd like to start streaming.
Real quick, does anybody know why there's a piece of foil on top of this banana in the chat, please? Because if you do, use an OG.
This is true.
I also have some grapes. If anybody wants one.
But no nuts. No nuts.
No nut. Well, yeah, no nuts. But yeah, if you know why there's if you know
spiders in the bananas.
Well, no. There's a reason, obviously, why people do it. I was saying why I have that sitting next to me still. That's what I meant to say. Like, we understand why they do that, but anyways. Yeah, so over at We Got a Jackpot. Gonna fire that up. I promise you it won't be long because we have to be done by 4. That's another way of not doing 4-hour streams. But I got some bonuses to open up, and I don't want them to open up. I don't know how long they last for. I got them yesterday afternoon, so yeah. Anyways, the stick to the mouth express. Griggsy. That's amazing. Thank you for making history today, Griggsy. Maki and Kiernaw, thank you guys so much. Griggsy, I'm glad you're a good sport. We didn't say anything about you. The dude right in the beginning was bald. Dangerous. You're not dangerous, but you're bald. And then why you put very tiny, I don't know why, but I took
very tiny.
That made me laugh. So anyways, did nobody get it in the I don't think anybody got it in the
No, I don't think somebody did.
No.
Nobody's been watching that long.
So the show that we used to do called what the hell was the name of that show?
The Voyage.
Voyage.
We watched Spied Life. That's it's an Italian box show, a reality show to you and me.
That's right. And everybody used to have these big, beautiful fruit baskets on their table. And a lot of them, they would cap off the bananas with that. Now, I understand what that's for. I'm just saying that's the reason why I took a fake banana and put tin foil over it and why I still have it here. Basically. Shame on you for not getting that, people.
I wonder if Man Cave still has like any recordings of did he do any recording of Spied Life? Kept maybe a record of it or something? I would love to go back and watch some of those old ones.
That's another thing. Does what was his name? Marco or what was it? Yeah. Did they keep all of did they keep any we'll say B-roll, I wonder?
I bet it was purged, I bet, daily.
It's either that
just
or
to keep the servers cleared.
Burned that.
Well, don't get burned, kids. Make sure you come back for a little bit of court at 3 p.m. and Creed over on We Got a Jackpot, trying to win a fortune the old-fashioned way by gambling. You guys stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned, subscribe, but because you never know when we'll be back on again. Lowest of all.
She got really mad at Mikey, got yelled at 1 or 2 or 3 times.
Several times. Several. Oh, well.
What's wrong with bananas, Mr. Clady?
Oh, yeah. Some of us aren't good with confrontation, though, Creed. I mean, it's just what it is.